It's the first month of our winter, and I'm just going to take a walk around the courtyard at the beginning of winter to have a look at how I've started my potted plants and then compare it to the spring. Almost finished doing all the potting up out here now, so I'm just going to have a look around, see what there is. In the lots of pots spot, as I call it, I've got gazanias and some plectranthus going. There's some sunjewels, portulacas in their pots. Out the front of all the foliage plants that are in this corner, and hopefully they'll take off well as we go along. Down here, this is where my verbena and dahlias and my straw flowers are collected. You can probably hear the little native bee. That's the blue-banded bee buzzing around the begonia. He's been a busy little chap, collecting pollen for about a week or so now. Solitary bee, so he does all the work. Anyway, let's continue. My beautiful ground orchid has started to take off too. Just great to see. Lavender's coming along. And as usual, the blue sapphire, volvulus, is doing its stuff. There's our snowflake bush. It's a euphorbia which blooms in our winter here. There's beautiful white bracts on it. And as we come along, I've got a few little New Guinea impatiens in this spot underneath the cyclone, and the orchid star is still blooming here. The others are taking off slowly. That's one of my surviving pelargoniums. Managed to get through the wet season. Some more annuals are ready. Just some pansies and some African daisies. And over on this side, well, this has been one of my problems. We've lost quite a bit of the canopy after the cyclone, and most especially affecting my courtyard, because this is where I have most of my potted plants. And with the loss of the canopy, I've had to rethink positions because of the differing amounts of sunlight they all get now in their various spots. So over here, this is one of the spots that gets a lot of sunlight. So I've got my gomphrenias, my bachelor buds, pansies, petunias, those lovely snapdragons, and might just be able to see Duranta bloom. This is my potted Duranta. It's the only one that's showing any blooms because all my others were severely affected in the cyclone. Okay, so still more pansies. That's my little Cleome strike cutting has come through. Brazilian plume, the Jacobinia, which I rather like. I've had to cut back the pentas on either side there. It's quite infested with some pests. And the back bed is starting to come back after the cyclone. Crossander's starting to bloom again. Got some salvias started. And lobelia. Some lavender. Geraniums. Started again. My oldest Plectranthus Mona lavender is not blooming at the moment, but it'll come back soon. Potted azaleas have started. And interestingly enough, my Persian shield has started blooming. I had to cut that one right back. It was looking very sickly and sprung back with blooms. Now, blue banded bee has been busy on the white begonia too. So that's the state of affairs in the courtyard garden. Now that I've finally got the potted plants going.